Hey, YouTube collective. I'm gonna get right into your reading. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And also make sure you follow my social media. TikTok is SeerfullyBrezzi, Instagram SeerfullyBrezzi. Right now, Spirit is asking you to be optimistic about your direction in life, okay? You may be in a place where you are kind of losing faith in your love life, or you could just be losing sight. Okay, so you may not even be in a place where you're really losing faith. You could still have that faith of a mustard seed, right? But you're losing direction in a sense. And you're somebody that's used to having clear direction, so you're having to adjust to this more flow like state. You're having to adjust to this more. Hold on, y'all. I think I need to put my mic on. Okay, for some reason I felt like I needed to put my mic on because I didn't want you guys to hear my background noise and stuff like that. But yeah, so that also is very significant message too. Like Spirit is like, you need to block out all the background noise, all the naysayers, like all the people that may not really truly understand the direction of one that is really following a divine path. Okay. So there's a need to really like stop listening to the background noise. Stop listening to people that do not have your vision, and is not on your path. They're not on your path. Okay. um you're somebody that is going to always embody hope and optimism, but this is more of an encouraging message that you need to continue on that path. Okay, so if you have not been feeling optimistic, or you have been feeling like very confused about your path and your direction, just know there's about to be some balance, some calmness. There's about to be some sort of offer, okay, that's going to come in, that's going to give you some clarity, that's going to give you a little bit more hope. Okay, so this could be pertaining to your love life. This could just be pertaining to emotional fulfillment. So this could just be something that's going to encourage you or make you happy in some way. Okay. Yeah. I feel like this could also be like some type of emotional burden. Okay. So this could be something that's going on just with you mentally or emotionally. Something that could be just on your mind. Like I said, this does feel very emotional. So this just definitely could be pertaining to a love situation, a partnership. This could be some type of relationship that you are feeling burdened by because there's no real offer, or there wasn't a real offer, or there was no stability or balance in this connection. You started to feel like maybe this is not the direction I need to go in. Maybe I need to pursue something else, or pursue other things, or pivot my focus off of this particular person, okay, or off of this particular situation here. Yeah, and then immediately I got the nine of wands in reverse, and I just heard like, you are not alone. Like, you are not supposed to be doing this next journey alone. There's something about you actually having a partner, okay? Somebody that really is going to be like meet you where you are and grow with you. But it's like you have to continue to try your best to have hope. Now, this is not an energy of forcing, okay? Spirit is like, you don't need to force anything. You don't need to force being in a relationship, or being in a connection, or forcing a relationship on someone. No, this is just like, you still need to have optimism for a better future. Okay. You still need to have optimism for a future that does include a loving relationship, a partnership. It's like, don't lose your excitement for love based off of this situation, because everything in this particular situation is still unfolding. Okay. Yeah, it's still unfolding. So there is a masculine in your energy. This is genderless, okay? So, put the roles where they need to. But there's a masculine that wants to come towards you. And I'm hearing passion, heroic, and impulsive. So they feel like they need to save you from some type of it's like this masculine must be watching you or something. They must see you. They could be seeing you posting something, or they could be seeing like your enthusiasm for the connection decline. They could be noticing that you're not as like head over heels for them. They could be noticing that you're not like doing too much when it comes to them, or you could not be calling as much, or you have created some type of distance that is making this person kind of see like, okay, this person is losing interest in me, or is this like, is having them question like, is the collective losing interest? And Spirit is saying the answer is yes. In a sense, it's not that you don't want anything with this person anymore. I can definitely tell there's feelings there. There was a lot of feelings, but you're starting to lose the emotional like connection. Like you're starting to like feel like it's not going anywhere. So you have now pivoted in a whole new direction. And this doesn't even have to be like you pivoting into a whole new direction of a new person. I feel like you have switched your priorities. You have switched what you are looking at, what you're caring about right now. So you could be being very selfish. You may not be communicating with this person. You may not be showing them any attention, and this is kind of like upsetting to this masculine. So they're willing to come in with a small offer, and I'm saying small because I feel like this offer is going to be enough to kind of provoke movement. It's going to be enough where I feel like it's everything you were asking for from the beginning. Like there's some type of like offer that's going to feel like there's growth. Okay. And you can take it how you want to, but I definitely feel like this is stemming, this offer, them coming towards you, they're not put together. And this is why it took them so long to come towards you, because they are not put together. But they are not in a place where they want to walk away from the emotional connection that you have. They don't want to lose what you have. They don't want to lose, the way that the bond that you built. So I feel like they're like, okay, I'm gonna come towards you a mess no matter what, and show you some type of like vulnerability, um, some type of like passion. They want to show you some type of like passionate new beginning after some type of like almost like confusion, or this could have been disagreement, almost some type of like chaos even. You could have broken things off with this person, or you could have just kind of distanced yourself. So there is an energy of like you breaking things off, or some of you just distance yourself or lower the communication. And this kind of has this masculine coming in and this very like impulsive. It feels, I'm gonna be honest, it feels very possessive in a sense, which it's not like unhealthy possessiveness. It just feels very emotionally possessive. Like this person is like, how can I say this? Because I feel like this person has a very, this person has a dark side that you've never really seen, but it feels like the darkness is what you've been wanting in a sense. It's like, no, when I say darkness, y'all, let me be very clear. We all have dark and light in us. I don't mean toxic traits. I don't mean anything toxic or harmful to you. I just feel like you've been wanting them to open up and show you that side of them that is vulnerable, that is a little crazy over love, that is a little possessive, that is a little like head over heels. You've been wanting this side of them because Spirit is saying you already know it's there. Okay. Um, this is a very intuitive collective. You pick up on very subtle shifts, cues. Um, you're very self-aware, but that also makes you aware of other things and other beings. But after some type of like confusion and love, there feels like there's about to be some direction. Okay. There's about to be some type of direction in this particular situation with this person, with this Knight of Wands. This person isn't in a place to offer you a lot. But I can tell that by this collective, you just wanted them to be sure about you. And you feel like you can build off of that. Okay. There has to be some type of loyalty. Okay. And this person was not giving you that loyalty, that exclusiveness, um, that solidarity in the connection where it was like, okay, I can, as long as the emotional connection and bond is there, you are the type of person that you feel like you can build off of those things. But loyalty, respect, vulnerability, and just showing up emotionally has to be there. And this person is like going to come to you and tell you, hey, I don't have much to offer. I don't have everything together. I'm not put together. I'm not perfect. I'm still, putting myself together, picking the pieces up, and I'm still growing. But it's like they're offering you emotional connection. They're offering you feelings, like they're letting you know that the feelings are there. Okay. So if this person has been making you feel very confused about how they feel, if they have been like not really sharing their feelings with you, or like if they do, they may like pull back after they do it, that's ending. Okay. I literally just call it 10-10. That version of this person is going to end. They're going to start sticking to what they say. Okay. So they're going to start becoming a person that does not go back on their word. Okay. They do want to be more trustworthy. There's an energy of like they feel like, or you may feel like they kind of feel like you don't trust them. So there could have been some type of past betrayal, some type of lies, something they held back, um, that you found out about, and this is what created some type of like untrustworthy energy, or you both could have been in a place of like not really trusting each other. But however the case may be, it does feel like this is an energy of somebody that is leaving the past behind and learning to become a more trustworthy person, so that you don't feel like unsafe around them, or you don't feel emotionally closed off, around them, or you feel more safe to open up to them and they feel more safe to open up to you. So like, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this person is definitely changing how they're approaching this situation with you. I cannot make this up. This is crazy. Um this is crazy. Um Libra, Sag, Pisces could be significant. Heavy Libra. So there is a lot of balance coming in, commitment, wanting to come into collaboration, okay? New feelings, okay? I'm hearing like out with the old and with the new. But yeah, this person is ready for change in your particular connection. This person is ready to shift how they connect with you, shift how you connect with each other. They're finally ready to grow with you no matter how hot it gets. Like no matter how challenging it may be to like be in a relationship with someone like you, because you are evolved. Okay, you are somebody that is evolved. You're somebody that is very spiritually knowledgeable. They view you like a leader or a teacher, so you could have a platform, or you could just be a teacher of some kind. You could just be very mature and wise, but they view you like a leader and teacher. And I feel like this is what has been challenging them to come towards you and actually offer you something solid, because for a long time they did not think they had anything to offer you. But they're changing the narrative in their mind. They're allowing themselves to explore the connection, in a way that they've never done before, because your connection, your relationship, your emotional bond is very different than anything they've ever experienced. It's like they already feel so close to you. They already feel like they've experienced you. So like even if you guys have never been in a relationship in the physical, you've definitely dated before in a past life. You've been with this person in a past life. You're already pretty much together in the spiritual. This is a very divine connection. This is a very deep connection with some karmic ties that needed to be broken. So if you experienced a lot with this person in the past year or two, that's because karmic bonds had to be broken, okay? Their karmic cycles had to be broken. Cord cuttings need to be done spiritually. There needed to be a little bit more trust. This person could have definitely lost your trust in a past life, which puts you on guard in this life. You could have had some type of connection that was deep. I'm picking up on Romeo and Juliet. You could have had some type of connection that was very deep, but forbidden in the past. And let's be honest, like, because I believe the story was like, wasn't Romeo like alive after that? Like, didn't he just like not even drink the potion? But there's some type of like mistrust or not really following through on this person's word, and they could definitely have shown you that in this life. Okay, so it makes Juliet appear dead, and then I think he ends up killing himself. So not laughing at the situation, but I'm just saying that that is like a mistrust, like from a past life, like something with some type of mistrust was built in the past life. Okay, so I'm just picking up on like a very deep, forbidden love that is now meant to reunite and is now meant to actually be in this lifetime, because there's really no restrictions. But spiritually, energetically, and in the mind, it is still recognizing this connection as something that's forbidden. But that is about to end. Okay, that is about to end. The energy of feeling like, oh, this can't be, or oh, this is not gonna work, oh, this is, we're not the same, or this is not, it's like you both are just going to click. Like you're just gonna get it. Okay. I feel like the big problem in this particular connection was just that the overthinking it was too much overthinking. It was too much putting um personal needs ahead. And I'm not going to say that you shouldn't put your personal needs ahead, but I feel like in relationships we do need to compromise. Not compromise to the point of self-abandonment, but I don't think you both are factoring in that there would still have to be some type of compromising in any relationship regardless. So why not do it with someone that you genuinely love, that you have a deep bond with, that you feel a deep spiritual connection with? There's some willingness to bond. There's some willingness to compromise here. There is some open mindedness that is happening. Like solutions are arising, they're coming into the field, and this person is now having an epiphany of how you two can finally move forward. Okay, so they may have had some endings that needed to take place with people from their past. This could be exes, it could be someone that they were in a relationship with or trying to be in a relationship with. um they're ending that. They're ending whatever is going on, or whoever they were with or they were exploring options with. They're definitely ending that to come towards you, no matter how challenging it may be, because they would rather be into it with you than to have this other person. They would rather have challenges arise with you than to be with this other person. All right, clarify the Knight of Wands, Spirit. Let's get a little bit more on the Knight of Wands. This person is very anxious to come towards you. It's like they want to show you a different side of them. They want to show you something different. Yeah. They're anxious to come towards you because they feel abandoned in some way, or they feel like, or they're scared that you're going to abandon them. And that's not, they don't want that. This person knows that they have to change And they know that they have definitely hurt you in the past. I feel like what's happening is like, yeah, they're healing seeing limits. Like this person was very blinded by life. This feels like they you know what, this person is struggling or was struggling financially. They could have been put in situations where they had a lot of strain on them, or they had a lot of restrictions, okay, things they couldn't do, things they could do, which stopped them from actually being honest about their situation, or stopped them actually being honest about what they were willing to do or what they couldn't do. But this person wants to collaborate with you. Like they want to see a future with you. They want to try again. They want to heal whatever the blockage was, whatever was causing delays. Um, it's like they now want to learn you. How does the collective feel about this person's spirit? How does the collective feel about this person and their energy? Yeah, you're definitely tired of any type of back and forth, anything that, any type of like them going against you in any way. It's like you're over it. You're definitely over this person. I can't even lie. It's like you just started working on yourself. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like you just kind of like, you don't even really entertain this person the way that past people have. And it's not in a way that you don't care. It's just like you just be knowing when this person kind of be spiraling. It's like they tend to project a lot. So it's like when they do that, it's like you go in within. It's like when they get to projecting on you, it's like you silence yourself or you go within. And this makes them kind of like think about their actions a lot. Yeah, it's like you literally go put your guard up. And this really makes them think one. So like this has this person in their mind because they're like, okay, why do I keep doing this? And they're realizing I am projecting. Not only am I projecting, but I'm self-sabotaging. Like now I'm just doing things to get in the way consistently. And it's like, what is that in me that feels so unworthy that I keep, projecting and keep self-sabotaging on this connection? Like what, this has this person going within. You really do make this person go within. Yeah, you're definitely not optimistic right now about the connection. But that's why the first message with spirit is calling you to kind of um just be more optimistic about love in general, because you can't let this particular situation like stop you from being in that energy and frequency of love, because you don't want to stop your abundance. Yeah, you don't want to stop your abundance, and you don't want to be in a place where you don't feel at peace or you don't feel fulfilled, okay? Because you are due for a very loving connection. Okay, I just call it 2222. So you and this person are in sync. Okay, you're kind of mirroring each other, but there's also different lessons that's taking place separately. You're at peace though. I can definitely tell that you're not really bothered by this situation. You're done being bothered by it. You simply just go and seek peace. Like you let this person sit in their own projection and their own self-sabotage. Like when they do that to you, or when you have conversations where you notice they're doing it, it's like you just go within, you guard yourself from them, you protect yourself. You know that they're in their ego, or you know that they're, fighting their own darkness, their own demons. You know that they need to tame or control, or they need to like do shadow work. So you force this person into shadow work by going to work on yourself, or by going to like putting your guard up, and then like going back into solitude and cultivating peace. And this is challenging for this person. Yeah. Yeah, you literally I can't make this up. You literally just start like working on yourself. Like you literally just, it's like you take everything. You take your energy and you get the fuck out of there. Like even if you are still conversating with this person, it's probably very minimal. Or it could have just been a few days that you have a gap of speaking to this person or seeing this person, but some of you are in no contact. However, they definitely, like, you definitely feel It's like you just like take your shit and leave. Like some of you could have physically done this. Some of you could have physically walked away from this person and like overnighted your stuff. Like packed your stuff overnight. This relationship does bring you a certain amount of pain. Um Sometimes you feel like you are breaking your own heart continuously having hope with this person, and they're starting to really see like the pain that they're inflicting on you by just not getting their shit together, not growing up, not evolving, um not even like promising some type of loyalty, not even trying, is what's really breaking the connection here. So yeah, I definitely see you feeling very like over it, but you're not stressed over it. It does make you feel some type of way, but you don't sit in it, like with the three of swords and stuff. It's like you be seeing, it's kind of like you see it coming. I'm gonna be honest, that's why I said you are very intuitive collective. You could be a seer yourself, you could be a psychic, but you're very intuitive, so it's like you be seeing the pain and you don't even let it get that far. So this is actually what I'm seeing more clearly is like you don't even let this person hurt you like you used to. You detect when they're like in their ego and when they are in a moment of projection. And when you start picking up that that's where it's going, that's when you kind of leave them by themselves. That's when you kind of leave them alone to sit with themselves and you go work on yourself, and then that forces them in shadow work. So um you're forcing this person to change for the better. Like you're forcing this person to see themselves by seeing the pain they're inflicting on you, or the pain they're intending, because this is not something that's intentional. This person, yeah, you don't let this person steal your power anymore. Like you used to let them really get to you, but it's like you're showing up and consistently showing them what transformation looks like, what power looks like. And I feel like this person is now realizing, like, I need to stand up for what I believe in my heart. I need to stand up for my personal power. Okay. All right, Spirit. What can the collective expect from this particular person, Spirit? What can they expect from this person and their energy? Growth. Knight of Wands is in reverse. So somebody that no longer is wanting to be flaky. They literally do not want to fight with you anymore. They do not want you to lose trust in them, or they don't want you to lose faith in them. That is, they want you to continue to believe in them. So they're abandoning this very like um player, flighty, in and out, non-committal energy in order to offer you a more like stable love life. Like they want to offer you more vulnerability. Like they want to be open with you emotionally. Okay? They don't want to fight with you anymore. Like even if you don't like argue really bad, but I can tell there's a lot of disagreements or different perspectives or things that rub you the wrong way where you just kind of like detach. Okay, it's like there has been a lot of separation because of maybe even things that have been said or actions that have taken place. But it's like this person is so sick and tired of arguing with you. They're tired of sabotaging. Okay, because what they're doing is they're actually hurting themselves because they really genuinely do love you. Like they have a heart, their heart is full of love for you. Yeah. They're definitely ready to come in to communicate to you like what their intentions are moving forward when it comes to this connection. Um, they're intending to be a little bit more optimistic as well. They're intending to be more positive, seeing life as a glass half full instead of half empty. This person's mindset was very terrible. This person definitely was stuck in the matrix, very much stuck in survival mode. So I feel like now they're going to start seeing life a little bit differently. Like they can, like the impossible is possible. Okay, this is definitely your energy that's rubbing off on this person. Um, I feel like you are awakening their higher self. You are showing them that, there is no limits when you trust the divine, when you have the divine within you, when you are a spiritual being, when you know that you have the capacity to do anything you want in this lifetime. It's like you might be a very ambitious person, or you might be a person that just has a lot of goals, or you may have your own business, spirit is saying, or you may be a person that likes to do magic. Okay, you could be a person that definitely is into candle magic, occult, esotericism, whatever it is. You believe in creating your own possibilities, and there's something in this person that they want to be on this frequency with you. They're finally surrendering because I'm hearing like their heart has always been with you. Clarify that at one, spirit in reverse. Yeah, they're ready to be independent. They're ready to stand up for themselves. Okay, they're definitely ready to be more independent. This person could have really come off as like a follower, or um not very individual, but I feel like this person doesn't want to be like that anymore. Like they want to be their own person. The lovers. Can I make it up? Cannot make it up. Yeah, they're ready to fully love you and surrender to the love. And that's so crazy because I was just channeling it earlier today. What is that? Cut close or something like that. I want to surrender to my loving baby. Can you surrender? I think she said, can you, or whatever. To my loving baby. Let me see. Cut close. Cut close. Yes. I'm going to turn it down. Yes. She be like, don't be afraid. Oh, as I'll make you surrender to my loving baby. Okay. I can't really put it on here. But that song was, I was hearing that song earlier. So that is definitely for this message. But like, yeah, this person is ready to surrender for their love for you. They're ready to surrender to the love you give because they know they can't half-ass the connection. Like you've definitely give them warnings after warnings after one. Like it's like you say things, you say things that has them thinking all the time. Clarify the 5 wands in reverse. It's like they're finally making like choices for themselves. So this person could have been very codependent on somebody else's opinion or advice on them. Excuse me, confirmation on their love life too. And they're finally ready to just like do their own thing. I'm hearing like this person does not care who they have to fight or who they have to like defend you over. There could be people in their circle or friends or whatever. This could be people that have told them in the past, like, hey, you shouldn't connect with this person, you shouldn't be whatever. They could have just been trying to like discourage this person from being with you, but it's like they're done like not listening to their heart because every time that they have listened to the advice of other people, they end up unhappy. And I'm hearing like you're the only person that makes this person happy. Like genuinely, like this person can pretend, but they know the truth. They know that you're the only thing that has made them happy. They look back at a lot of their relationships and connections and realize how toxic they were. They realize how stuck they were. They realize that they were never growing in those relationships. And then it's like they met you and everything literally fucking changed before their eyes. Like you changed them. You were the catalyst to their spiritual awakening. Um, you make them see life very differently. Like you make them remember that life is meant to be lived verily. Okay. You make them remember that you are meant, that like you show them that life is luxury, that they should be romanticizing their life. Okay, so you could be a person that's like heavily into like glamour magic or just pampering yourself, or like you care about yourself, like you take care of yourself. You could be just very put together, okay? Even if your life is not perfect right now, the way that you think, the way that you carry yourself, it shows them that no matter what your situation really is, it's the energy, it's the thought process, it's the mindset you embody that makes you royalty. Okay, so they can see royalty, sovereignty within you. You really possess a lot of divine feminine power. You're very healing. Okay, so you could definitely be a healer. Okay, so you could do things that you could be into like crystals, because I just started looking at my citrine. I'm sorry, smoky quartz. So smoky quartz could be significant. But yeah, this is like, let's see something. I want you to surrender to my loving baby. Hello, why is it on this? Okay, so smoky quartz is a powerful grounding and protective crystal known as the grounding stone that anchors you to earth, absorbs negative energy, then transmutes it into positive vibrations, helping release old patterns and emotional baggage for stability, clarity, and transformation, especially linked to the root chakra. So the key spiritual meanings are grounding and stability, protection, transmutation, emotional healing, spiritual growth, chakra work. So you could be a person that is an energy worker. Okay, so you could be energy healer. But whatever the case may be, you're definitely showing them a new side of life, a new way to live, and that and I keep looking at the 888 could be significant. You could be seeing 888, but I keep looking at this infinity symbol. It's like literally you make them see that life is limitless. They're awakening to this part of themselves because they too are alchemists. Okay, so I definitely feel like this person is naturally spiritual. Okay, they were born this way, but life has really taught this person that limits exist. Okay, so they're having to reverse a lot of what they were taught, or like what they, it's the energy of like the people around them are so focused on the wrong things, and when you came into their life, they realized you were actually focusing on the right things. But they definitely don't want to see that. Yeah, they're definitely going to feel like this is a missed opportunity if they do not like to just take the leap of faith. If they don't change their mindset, they don't meet you where you are, they're definitely feeling like this could be a missed opportunity. And I can definitely tell this is not something that they want to miss out on. What are their plans? What is this person's plan, spirit? Heavy water sign energy. So this person could be a water sign, fire sign. Okay, they could be a Gemini. They could be a mutable sign placement. Some of these placements could be yours as well. Yeah. So what is this person's plan to come towards a collective? Like, what are they planning? Ooh. You definitely are not going to see this coming. So they could be planning some type of, they could be saving to do something for you, something special. I did hear like they could be planning some intimate time, okay, of some sort. You really help this person get out of their head when you physically connect. They're planning to initiate some more of that time with you, or if this is like the first time, they're definitely planning on, I don't think this is the first time for many of you, but they've definitely been holding back how much they do want to connect physically again. um they definitely been out in their head about like how to either invite you over or how to get you over to them. This person, like I said, they're releasing immaturity because they're still like having a hard time with just telling you like, hey, I miss you, like, I want you to come over. Like, they're trying to, it's like they're trying to get out of their head so that they can actually like have some success. But clarify the 6 and 1 in reverse. Like they're just in their head. Yeah. Let me see. Let me see something. All right. Clarify the 7 and 1, Spirit. Okay. Clarify the 4 of Pentacles. Okay. Clarify death, Spirit. Yeah, so they definitely plan on coming towards you. They are planning something. Like they're planning a way. They're out of their head now. And they're now planning a way to come towards you to offer you something that is going to show you that they're ready to actually solidify something with you. Yeah, they're not second guessing the connection anymore. They're finally ready to take the leap of faith. They're finally ready to take the leap of faith. So they're definitely planning how to come towards you. But I do see this person actually finally coming to tell you the truth. Like, hey, I do miss you. I do want you around. I do want to have a consistent routine of, seeing you or whatever the case may be. However it is, it's definitely going to be enough for you to see like this person's actually trying. I'm hearing like after a long like either pause or a long time of them holding back from you emotionally, um they're definitely ready to like express their true want for you. They're true, like they truly want you. They truly want you in a lot of ways. So I feel like they don't want to keep like holding back and letting go of the connection, because they are definitely afraid that somebody's going to come in and offer you more. Okay, it's like this person had to build up their confidence. They had to really like encourage themselves to do better and do more if they do want to grow with you, because you do require more. Okay, I got the Empress. So you definitely are a person that could be very financially stable, or you just have really big dreams about being financially stable. You could be really pouring into generational wealth right now. You could just have a lot of goals and dreams and visions to do better and be better. You are a generational curse breaker, Spirit is saying. So it's like this person knows they have to match that energy and want and get motivation behind them. So they could have lacked a lot of motivation and inspiration, but something, and I'm hearing that something is really you, but there's something inspiring them to want more. There could be a sibling that like maybe expressing plans and visions and goals with them that maybe has them also inspired. Okay, but there's also them remembering something from their past, like when they were young. This person definitely was like, they had a lot of goals and visions as a child, and it could even as a teenager, Spirit is saying. But like I said, life started lifing, and I feel like they kind of lost that vision. But they're starting to get their childlike wonder again. They're matching it. That's why they got the Magician here. It's like they're starting to get that inner childlike wonder, and they're starting to realize that there's so much more to life. Like they're ready to live again. This person does not want to settle anymore. They're ready to live a life, and they want to live a life with you because you're so optimistic. um you remind them that they're still young. So like even if this person is older than you, you're reminding them that they're still young, they still have time to do things, and that life is literally just temporary. So this person does have some type of plans to come towards you and offer you more. I do see this person, they could have been even like holding back like gifts or taking you out or something like that. They could have been going through financial things, but it looks like this is clearing up for this person, which is actually also making them feel a little bit more better about themselves. So if they were going through some type of like financial situation, I can tell that was actually winning on their confidence as well. Right? Anything else here about the plans and the actions of this person they're willing to take towards the collective? They will definitely be telling you more truth. They will definitely be keeping their word more. So like when they say they're going to do something, they're going to do it. I'm just saying, like, I'm never going back on my word again. They know that they don't want to lose your trust, because once they lose your trust, they know that they won't get their 10 of Cups. They know that it will be nothing to that effect. Yeah. They're definitely ready to stop dropping the ball when it comes to you. They've definitely left you hanging a few times. And you've had to continuously alchemize this energy and kind of like, you could have felt like you were waiting even when you weren't. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, this person is ready to bring in the union. Even if it's not like it could. I'm gonna be honest. This person is not gonna waste time with dating you. I'm not even gonna say it like that, but it's like they're going to want to jump right into being in a relationship and dating you in the relationship. So they could just express like, hey, I do want to be with you and this is what I want, but I also want to court you. I also want to date you. I do want to be with you. I do want you to be my girlfriend or my boyfriend or whatever the case may be. I do want this, but I do want to still grow within that connection. I just want you to know that this is what I want. So I feel like, yeah, this is definitely something you've been waiting for. It's like you could have been talking to this person for a very long time, on and off. So I feel like this is why you feel like you don't need to waste time with actually dating, okay, per se. But well, I guess it is still dating, but like you know what I mean. Like they're not going to be like, oh, let's work up to it. I feel like you have enough history of some kind, and even if they do it, it may be a few dates, and then you end up in a relationship. But this is definitely a relationship, okay? The Two of Cups, Temperance, and stuff. It's like you've been waiting for this moment in a sense, okay? Like you've been waiting to see if this person was ever going to offer you what you know. It's like you've always known that you should be with this person and they should be with you, but they definitely lacked follow through. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. But they definitely don't want you to lose passion for them. They don't want you to stop pouring into them. So they know what they have to do because a lot of y'all have been losing interest. You've been pulling back your energy. You haven't really been able to like keep giving the way that you were before because you're not about to keep emptying your glass and getting nothing back. All right. Yeah, the Lovers at the top of the deck again with the Empress. Yep. They know that you're the person they're supposed to be with. This person is now finally gaining confidence within themselves. All right. What's some advice for the collective? They're finally gaining a lot of confidence. All right. What's some advice for the collective spirit? Okay. It says be realistic, but allow your imagination to flow. Balance. It says false twin flame, solar plexus. Let them in. You can trust them. I'm receiving the false twin flame a little bit differently than I normally would. Okay. Some of you could be coming to the realization that if you have two different choices and you could have thought one of these choices was your twin flame, you could be coming to the realization that one of them is not. Okay. But another thing that Spirit is telling me is like you may have confused this person with your twin flame because of the way that they were acting. So this person could definitely be more of a soulmate to you. Okay. They could definitely be more of a soulmate. They may not be your twin flame, but they definitely are destined to be in your life. So this person could be more of a soulmate. And I feel like you're going to start seeing more of that with a progression. Okay. Spirit is asking you to work on your solar plexus. Okay. This happiness comes from within. So right now you need to be working on finding happiness within while all of this is developing, while everything is unfolding. Remember, these messages are timeless. Okay. So when we're reading, it could definitely be past, present, or future, depending on your situation where you are on the timeline. Okay. Solar plexus chakra needs to be worked on. Okay. Balanced at this current time. Remembering to make yourself happy. Remembering to be your own happiness throughout everything. Spirit's asking you to check your ego. What are you doing? What could you change? How could you be different? Traveling is here. Okay, Spirit's saying you could need a vacation. I low key feel like this is what this person is trying to do for you. You could have expressed that you need to leave, or you need a vacation or something. If not, it could just be you needing to take your own solo vacation. Yeah, 888 cannot make it up. I say you could be saying 888. Okay, there's definitely some financial upheaval happening here. There's definitely some miracles when it comes to your finances that is coming into the field here. It says be respectful when voicing your opinion. Use your creative ideas. Spirit saying check your ego when you're speaking, or um even with this person, okay, they're still trying to organize themselves. It says sixth house Virgo energy. Spirit saying focus on your health right now, mental, spiritual, physical, okay? Focus on your health, heart chakra. Yeah, there's a need to really work on being more confident again, opening your heart again, being creative. It says have some fun. Spirit's asking you to have some fun. It says stay hopeful, clarity is coming. See, that's confirmation. Okay. It says fairy tale love is possible, and that's what you're about to get with this person. That's why I said this is not your twin flame. This is your. It's about to come hit you like a ton of bricks. I think you're gonna be very thoroughly surprised at how this person shows up for you moving forward. Relocating, okay, things may move very fast. Okay, because we got traveling, relocating. That's why I said I don't really see y'all taking y'all time. I feel like once this person makes up their mind and they're sure, I definitely see you like being in a full-fledged relationship. It says take accountability, okay? Fairy tale love is possible. Take accountability for how you may have lost faith, okay? Or how you may have started to like pivot elsewhere because in a sense you weren't getting what you want. So just, calm the ego down. Everything is gonna happen when it's ready. Everything's gonna happen on divine timing regardless. All right, connect with your ancestors here. So stay hopeful, don't stop, keep going. Your ancestors are trying to contact you, so you need to connect with your ancestors. Set up an ancestor altar. I'm gonna get one more for y'all. We're gonna end it here. And it says stay true to yourself and question everything. Nothing is a coincidence. Sacral chakra balancing. I definitely feel that coming in with this person. I got 12th house Pisces energy. Use your pain to create something beautiful. You're a very creative person. So connect with the universe. Spirit's pushing you to create more in specifically this year, 2026. So pay attention to all of your creative ideas. All right. If you would like to book a session with me, there are the link is going to be in the bio. I am doing like 2026 psychic prediction readings up until March 21st. That's still available. Okay, everything's linked in the bio. I do personal readings, love readings, career readings, dream interpretations. Every service that I offer is going to obviously be on the website, but I just wanted to go over that. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you think somebody would actually benefit from the message. I love you guys. Bye.